we are back
to school.
No. So we are back with our Q&A as promised. If you saw our back to school video that we did with the Cantu beauty products, we asked you a question in the comment section, and we basically said, let us know what you want to know. Ask us your questions, and we'll come to you with a Q&A video for September answering all of your questions. We actually got, I believe, 10 questions. We're not going to be able to answer all 10 questions right now. So what I think we'll do is I will let Elle go because she actually is a little antsy. We just filmed a little quick video before, and she really wants to go hang out with her brother. And since this video is more for the moms, I just wanted her to do her little quick intro. So you want to just say bye to everybody and then you can go? Say bye. Say bye.
Bye-bye.
The first question comes from Clumsy Me. What is your absolute favorite leave-in conditioner? My favorite absolute leave-in conditioner for myself, because she said for Elle and Mom, would have to be the Shea Moisture 100% virgin coconut oil spray leave-in conditioner. And for Elle, my favorite leave-in conditioner for her is the As I Am Born Curly Argan leave-in conditioner. 100% hands down. Those are my favorite for me and for her. The next question is from Mandy's Full House. Do you have any suggestions for dry and frizzy hair? My 6-year-old has extremely dry and frizzy hair. Her hair texture looks super coarse, but is very soft and extremely tight curls. Any help would be greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance. Hashtag Ladybugs. So in terms of hair that's dry and frizzy, you want to make sure that you're maintaining moisture. I want to first address frizzy. A characteristic of natural hair is to be frizzy, okay? Hair that's natural tends to have a frizzier look because it doesn't usually lay smooth, okay? And I know that for women who are used to straight hair, especially coming from being relaxed for many years, we have a tendency to want our hair to look smooth. And so when we see hair that looks frizzy, it doesn't always look as pretty or as attractive to our eyes because we have this expectation of it looking smooth. So I think you first want to just get comfortable and just become more used to having the hair just look frizzy and be frizzy and just accepting that that's what it's going to look like. But in terms of dryness, definitely moisture. Make sure you're layering products. Make sure you're adding water to the hair. Don't be afraid of water. Do not be afraid of water. I always spray Elle's hair down with water before styling, and if you watch her videos, you'll see that's a key element in her styling routine. I always spray the hair with water before applying any product on top, because the water is what is going to open up the cuticle of the hair before applying the product to the hair, allowing the hair to absorb whatever product you put on top of it. So you want to make sure that you're putting water on the hair to allow the hair to absorb the product, which is essentially what you need to do to moisturize, okay? The next question is from Simply CBH. What's your favorite product that works in both of y'all's hair? So I'm interpreting this question to be, what product do I like that we both use? This is an interesting question, because if you had asked me this question maybe 2 years ago, I might have had an answer, but I feel like now I don't really have an answer for a favorite anymore, because right now there's nothing that me and Elle are both using anymore. There weren't many kids products out like how there are now. You know, like you guys see just in the last year that I've put out this channel for Elle, I've introduced at least 4 collections to you guys. That's just in this year. So, you know, the experience that she's having now as a natural child is different than just a year ago. So we were really using a lot of the same things because I wanted her natural hair to be cared for just as good as my natural hair. And you saw in my newborn and toddler video that I created for her on this channel, that the hair care industry for kids which is dominated by, you know, Johnson & Johnson's, I'm not here for it. When we finally left to go home from the hospital, she was about, what, 3 days old, and from that day forward, I was using exclusively the Shea Moisture Baby head to toe wash. I did not want to use anything by Johnson & Johnson because those are not the healthiest products for children. I'm not here for it, so I was not using those products in her hair. I was really just using my own. So right now, I don't use anything that Elle's using because she has her own products. I'm using the As I Am Born Curly in her hair, and I love those products for her hair. I'm using the Camille Rose Mandarin collection, and I love those products in her hair. Outside of those, we've used Cantu, we use Shea Moisture Kids, we've used Curls, and then there's Elles. I haven't used the Elles Kids yet, but we need to. I need to get my hands on those. That's like, what, 5 different natural hair kids collections? We don't really need to use the same products anymore, but if I had to say what I would choose, just because this question, I want to answer the question, I would probably say Shea Moisture, and that's because that's what I started her on, and I felt very confident starting her on because that's what I use for my hair. And as a natural product collection, I feel confident using them on her hair. And I would say to any mother who has Shea Moisture products, if you're looking to not have to have separate products from you and your daughter, you can totally use Shea Moisture products on your daughter if you're already using them, 100%. And I would say next would be Camille Rose as well, for the same reason. I actually used Camille Rose on Elle first, and then was loving her results, and then started using it on me. Third, I would say Cream of Nature. Cream of Nature, 100%. All right, next question is from Layla's World. She asks, I got my hair texturized and I don't think it's healthy for my hair. I got split ends bad and my hair is shedding more than usual. Do you think it's healthy for my curly hair? So Layla, I'm very sorry to say that if your hair is texturized, then technically you are no longer natural, because a texturizer is technically a chemical treatment. It is not as strong as a permanent relaxer, thus your hair still will have some of its texture, but it is a chemical process and thus you're no longer natural. So is it healthy for your hair? No. Do you want to be natural? You have to decide that. And if you do want to be natural, then you are going to have to either transition your hair out of this texturizer, which basically means you stop getting your hair texturized from this point on, and as your hair begins to grow in and your new growth is coming in, you start to cut your hair that is texturized very slowly until you no longer have any more texturizer in your hair anymore, and now you only have brand new virgin hair. Or do what we call the big chop, and when you big chop, you cut all the texturizer off and you're left with a teeny weeny afro, or a TWA, which is what I did when I went natural. I cut off all my hair and I had a little TWA, teeny weeny afro, and you can become natural right away. But this is a choice that you have to make. I cannot make this choice for you. If you want to be natural, then you have to decide how you're going to go about becoming natural again. And you have to make sure that you don't get texturizers anymore, because you're not natural anymore. As soon as you get a texturizer, you're no longer natural. Next question is from Chels for Hair. She asks, what's your favorite hair care lines, first, second, and third? Do you wash Elle's hair bi-weekly now that she has a YouTube channel and companies send her stuff? What vitamins, diet, and sleep schedule can help grow natural hair long and strong? Do you oil Elle's scalp, and which oil is best for natural hair? Girl, you cheating. You asked like 5 questions. This is Elle's channel, so I'm gonna answer this question for Elle. Favorite hair care lines for Elle. Number 1, I would say is, ooh, this is tough, because I feel like if you would have asked me this before the summer, I would have said a different number, but 1 and 2 is tough for me, because on one hand, I really like As I Am Born Curly because there's a few really good products that I like in their collection. You guys have seen from me like using their products in a couple of videos now that I really like their argan leave-in. I also like their oil, and I like their smoothie, their vanilla smoothie. So there's 3 products in that collection that I'm really feeling. From the Mandarin collection of Camille Rose, I love their pudding and I love their leave-in conditioner too. Those are like kind of like neck and neck for me. It's really hard, so I want to put them at 1 and 2, but I think I want to put As I Am Born Curly at number 1 right now, and I want to put the Camille Rose at number 2. But the reason why I think I want to put the Camille Rose at number 1 is because the Camille Rose Kids collection doesn't have a shampoo, conditioner, and all of that, but the Camille Rose Adult collection does, and I love the ginger, I forget the rest of the name, but the Camille Rose ginger shampoo, I really like that for Elle's hair, and the deep conditioner. So when I think about like whole collection, I can use the Camille Rose adult stuff mixed in with the kid stuff, and I can get a cohesive collection for Elle's hair, right? With the As I Am Born Curly, they do have a shampoo and they do have a conditioner, but I wasn't as in love with the shampoo for Elle's hair and the amount of hair she has and what I really needed for her hair. So it's hard. I don't know. They're kind of like in the same spot for me. It's really hard for me with that. Honestly, if I went into the store and they both were sitting on the shelf, it would be down to, I don't know, which one was on sale. I would say to any mom who's trying to debate between which one to go with, Camille Rose products are a lot bigger. So maybe economically, that might be the better choice because it's a lot bigger. Those tubs are really big. Number 3, probably Eden Body Works. Eden Body Works. That's a really good collection. Very cream collection. Do you wash Elle's hair bi-weekly now that she has a YouTube channel and companies send her stuff? No. I'm very fortunate that Elle is able to get, you know, products for free. But to be completely honest, Elle's regimen of washing her hair 1 time a month is working for her. It works for her, it works for her hair, and it works for me. So I'm not going to change it just because she has access to more products, because we weren't doing it to save products. So now that we have more products, or we have access to more products, I'm not gonna wash her hair any more frequently, because that's not why, you know, I was washing it less frequently. But you know, there are times when I've had to wash it more often. Let's say, for example, we went to swimming lessons and she forgot to put her cap on. And it wasn't like she forgot to put it on, because clearly I'm the one that puts it on. But I didn't realize that she was going swimming. She was already like in the pool, because I was busy talking with another mom, and she had already gone into the pool with her swimming coach. And at that point, it was way too late. So there was nothing I could do, and we had to wash her hair. So it's like situations like that have come up where it is what it is. And then there's been other situations where she's gone to the playground and she's played in the sand, and your hair's full of sand. So we have to wash it. Things like that have come up, and we've had to wash it more frequently because of that. But when it comes to washing Elle's hair monthly, it has worked. It's working. It's working. And I encourage mothers, if you have not seen Elle's wash routine video, watch it. You know, it may encourage you and it may inspire you to go on a once a month hair washing routine. It may be comforting for you to know you only have to wash that head of hair once a month, which breaks down into 12 times a year. It's a lot less stressful on you and your baby girl, and everyone's happy, you know? Hey, it works for us. Her other question, what vitamins, diet, and sleep schedule can help grow natural hair long and strong? Natural hair grows regardless of what you do and don't do. If you want to start taking hair vitamins, you can, but if you are not eating well, there's really nothing you can do to help make your hair grow faster, because your diet has to be on board with that. So follow a good balanced diet. we are vegans. We don't eat meat. We follow a plant-based diet, but that doesn't mean that you have to follow the same rigorous diet that we are. You can just eat a normal standard American diet. Work on washing your portions, making sure you're getting in lots of fresh fruit, make sure you're getting in lots of fresh vegetables, eating really good whole grains, drinking a lot of water, keeping your alcohol under control, okay? Avoiding cigarettes, avoiding drugs, and making sure you're getting good workouts in. Keep your sugar down, keep your salt low, and if you are doing a lot of the things that you should be doing, your hair is gonna grow. Everyone's hair has a different growth period. It's called your Angian phase. Your hair has a certain length of time that it will be growing. Some people's hair will grow for 5 years straight, and other people's hair will grow for 2 years. If your hair has a longer growth period, then you can do almost anything you want to your hair. You can eat crap, right? And your hair is gonna keep growing. And then there's other people like myself who our hair stops growing after a very short period of time, and when that period comes, we have to work really hard at maintaining the hair length that we have, because during that next phase of our hair growth when it's just resting, we want to make sure that we're not doing anything to harm our hair, so that it's not breaking and damaging and splitting and coming off, because once it goes into its growth phase again, we want to have as much length retention so that it can grow even longer past where it was when it stopped growing, right? So you can take hair growth vitamin, or you could not, and you can just focus on being a healthy person, and you can focus on your hair care regimen more so than the vitamin. As far as sleep schedule, you need to get a good amount of sleep. 7 to 8 hours of sleep, if you can, every single night is important. If you're stressed, if you are tired and you're exhausted, your hair is going to be the least of your worries, okay? You're going to be stressed out, your pressure's going to be up, you're going to be exhausted, you're going to be irritable, you're going to be annoyed, you're going to find yourself having more issues with your body and your emotions than just your hair, okay? This really isn't a child's question, I would say, but I think definitely it's important for you to just have your overall health and sleep under control and to be in a good place with that in order for your body to be good, and your hair will of course follow. But your hair regimen is a lot more important in terms of hair growth, too, than hair growth vitamins personally. And then, do you oil Elle's scalp, and which oil is best for natural hair? I honestly don't oil Elle's scalp, and I'm not a big scalp oiler, and primarily because once I learned a lot about natural hair and I understood how our hairs, our scalp has natural sebum, and how the areas of our hair, the ends of our hair rather, cannot get the oil, which is why our ends tend to be so much drier all the time. When I learned about that, I decided to focus more on just moisturizing the ends and the hair itself versus spending so much time, on the scalp. And Elle does not suffer from dry scalp. She also doesn't suffer from itchy scalp, so I don't feel a necessity to spend time oiling her scalp all the time, because she's not showing me that it's needed. And if ever something were to change and there were signs that her scalp was dry and it was flaky, or there were issues there, then I would definitely make a decision to make that switch and start doing so. But as of right now, there's no reason to do it, so I've not been. I focus more on the moisture of the hair by wetting it every few days, if needed daily, and applying product to it to keep it moisturized. Next question is from Dana Majors. What's good for getting tangles out easy, and how? How to prevent hair from matting and tangling really bad for a 2-year-old with hair like yours? Well, I want to recommend you watch my How to Detangle Toddlers Natural Hair video. This video is going to be very helpful for you because obviously I can tell you what to do, but what's better than you seeing what to do? So I suggest you watch that video, because I can sit here and talk to you about it, but it really doesn't even really support you in the way that I would be able to support you if you just watched this detangling video. So I'm gonna link it here, and I'll also link it in the description box. But this video is going to be what you need, okay? I will show you step by step what to do to detangle your baby's hair, okay, with no tears. Ooh, I'm hot. Woo! All these questions. I am hot now. Thank you for your questions. Sorry that Elle couldn't make it through. She was not going to be able to sit through all these questions, but I am very happy that we were able to come to you with a Q&A. I would love to do these for you all every single month if we're able to. So I am going to basically open up the floor by pinning. I'm going to pin a question below. So just like how I did in that video, I'm going to pin a question below. That way, if you guys have questions, you'll be able to ask them and then we'll be able to answer them, okay? Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you. We're so happy for you, Ladybugs, and the support that you've given this channel, and we cannot wait to see this channel grow. Please continue to keep supporting this channel for Elle and everything that she's doing. And we love you so much. And yeah, keep rocking with us. We love you so much. And yeah, I hope I answered your questions. And if you have any more, leave them below in the pinned question. Bye, Ladybugs. We love you so much. Bye.